just, you said something really beautiful there in terms of, you may have a conversation with your husband and something in that resonates and then that carries you. Could you give me a sense of just that, like, or even
Yeah,
just elaborate further on it?
I'll try. I mean, I haven't thought about it much, but I think what I'm trying to say is, you asked at the beginning, what are these questions that we have? And there are things I think that drive us in life. And it doesn't necessarily always come in the form of a question, but there's things that interest us that get our attention. And if we pay attention to that and we try to look at it with presence, then it's continuous, I guess, in the way that time and space and music are kind of pointing to the continuity of a process. So when I have a really deep conversation, or even doesn't have to be that deep, could be with my partner, my husband, or it could be I go into a store and for whatever reason I happen to be very honest with someone about something and they respond, because it happens like that too. But when there's these conversations, when you share something through the words that you create, or maybe you draw something, or maybe you make a podcast, whatever, write a book, but it happens especially in conversation. If there's a moment where you're sort of present together and you're able to articulate something that you feel expresses something meaningful, and the other person is able to be there and actually receive that and also give you an authentic response, I just think everything after changes in a way,
Hmm.
subtly, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the space opens in a different way. It's so much more becomes possible. I mean, it would depend on what we were talking about, but I guess, for example, if I've not seen that I said something about certain teachers, right, who notice something in you. I think that's a good example of it. If you're having a conversation with someone who says, you really understood that that person was feeling sad when I didn't, and thank you for that, or something. Like, you didn't maybe notice that about yourself, but after that person has shown you that you did that, then you kind of are aware of that in a way, and maybe you'll carry that with you in your life, such that you realize, oh, like, just by being noticing how another person felt had a good effect. It changed, it helped people, so maybe I'm going to do it again. you know I mean, there's all sorts of little examples of that, of how we're each sort of tweaking each other's path through these authentic moments of connection. And again, they don't have to be some like amazing, mind blowing, like, wow, you've just told me the secret of the universe. It could just be very subtle and small, where you just realize that a little bit of care makes you feel good and the other person feel good, and you carry it, right. It's changing your habits and your rhythms and your patterns in the way that we've been talking about.
Oh, that's such a gorgeous sense of authentic moments or engage, like, points of contact tweaking each other's path.
We do it all the time, don't we? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's kind of amazing how much we do influence one another, and how I keep kind of bringing up these chance encounters, but I think those matter a lot. If you're rushing to the airport and stressed or something, but someone takes a moment to do something nice for you, you might get out of that stressful mindset that you're in and just be like, what am I doing? Like, life is okay. Like, this person just showed me, just opened up another space that I wasn't in, but I can now fill that space, like just the space of humanity connecting, right? Not rush, rush, rush kind of. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's these
Oh,
little kind of
yeah.
interchanges that can really switch your way of being in the world in that moment. Uh, yeah, I think that's so potent and so rich and so overlooked in a way.